Hi, it's the Bella de Vera Foundation, and in this one, I want to talk about virgins and what people think of each other and such things. So, I came across this guy's channel about what guys think of virgins, and he's some 20 something year old guy. I don't know him or anything, but the topic was about guys don't really mind, you know, being around virgins or having sex with one, or the person telling the guy that they are one, or such things. And I was pleasantly surprised. I literally didn't know that that was the consensus of what guys think, but that guy said it is. um because I don't know, I mean, I'm not completely surprised, but I was a little bit, I guess. um because I don't, go around asking guys what they think of it. But I I just wanted to talk about the subject a little bit, and get discussion going with people about this topic, because that's nothing to avoid, or be scared of, or whatever. Um, but I wanted to talk about it a little bit, though. Um, in a kind of spiritual kind of a way, just because I don't know what all people think, but my little perspective is that let's not put a stigma on people, though, whether they have or haven't had sex, or how many times they have, or whatever. Because I think this stigma goes around about people that they're naive or something, which I don't think it's true. I think people like to, just put stigmas on every subject there is. And the other thing I want to talk about is, you know, the stigma of whether you can tell if someone is or not. And I personally think it's ridiculous. I absolutely think it's the most dumbest thing I ever heard of. So let me know what you think. But I think in astrology, birth charts, natal charts, one person's chart, there's um, Lilith. Lilith is uh, the dark side of the moon, and the masculine energy of a woman. Um, and mine's Aries, which is one of the most sexual placements you can have. And then there's the sexual power or energy or aura of a person. How sexy are you? I happen to have 9 indicators in my birth chart, which is a lot, which um, I gather from guys. They think that about me, obviously. You can tell what people think of you. You can tell if you are or not sexy, because it's in your birth chart. Like, whether you know it or not, one's not so much. 9 is a lot, or 15 is a lot, you know. 3 or 4 is pretty sexy, but anything above that is extreme. People are going to be magnetically attracted to you, and it's like you have this power over them. Besides Pluto, Century, and whatever else, you don't even need that necessarily to, have this. But people put the stigma on whether or not you can tell if someone is a virgin or not. And I'd like to say you can't, because of what's in the birth chart. Um, it's unrelated whether or not you have sex or have had sex, or how many times you do, is unrelated to the topic of what is in your birth chart. how sexy are you? There's nothing related about it at all. But the fact that people think you're sexy, I think that's the stigma. If someone's not sexy and they dress kind of not sexy or dress kind of like an old grandma, whatever that means, I don't know. I think people put a stigma on such people, like, they don't wear anything that shows skin or something, That's not an indicator of being a virgin. I mean, hello. It's just a topic I wanted to talk about because it's just, interesting to me how about the subject. But I don't hear about it all the time really, but it's just I've heard it a few times in high school or something. I don't know where I even hear people talk about such things, but it's just a hilarious subject to me that people think they can tell about people because, and whether or not you are a virgin or not, I don't think that makes you be able to tell about people either, you know, that either. But the thing is that I just really think that whether you are or aren't, I think it's a topic to be mature about, not be you know, just be well, immature about, or put anything into the subject that isn't the subject, you know, like stigmas and coping mechanisms and all that stuff. It's just a topic that I think is important to be open and mature about, to be able to talk about, but don't, and don't be afraid of talking about it, because there's nothing to be afraid of, about the subject. Um, Whether you are into, porn or not, or, such things, I think everyone needs to be able to talk about the subject in a mature, healthy way and not be afraid of it. So, um, I'm just trying to continue my series on this subject and, talk about anything and everything I can think of to talk about it, and, keep it the subject that it is. Um, so I'm just basically bringing up some subjects that I want to talk about it in this video. So, you can feel free to comment on the video and let me know what you think. So I'll be making more videos soon about this.